Fueled by Deathcast.
I want to talk a little bit about your journey to starting this. This Soaring Academy now has been 10 years, correct me if I'm wrong?
Yeah, this company has been operating out of this location for over 10 years.
Wow.
We started January of '09.
Wow.
It's been a glider port, I believe, since the late 60s.
Wow.
And it's had several operators over the years, and I believe we're the longest operating so far.
You were, correct me if I'm wrong, you were an engineer?
Yeah. High school to college, got a degree in engineering, material science. Went to work as a young engineer in my early 20s. Day one of my first job as an engineer, I walked into the company and realized right then and there I made a huge mistake.
Oh.
So that day, my first job as an engineer, I went to the local municipal airport for a flying lesson. I knew I had a check coming in a couple of weeks and didn't have any obligations, so I went down there, and that's the day I started learning how to fly. That was January of '84.
Wow.
So I did that for probably about 10 years, several companies between South Carolina, and finally a buddy of mine hired me to develop a product line out here in California. I came out to California, and that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
I'm here in California. And then cut to almost 2 decades in the restaurant business.
Yeah, I'll give you the cliff notes. Met my wife, Julie, through a family friend. She was working in the food business, and I'd moonlight on weekends, bartending, odd jobs. And long story short, we got married. Her brother, sister, myself, and her, we opened up a restaurant, almost 21 years. Loved it, but that's, as you know, that's a young man's profession.
Totally. And you were a chef.
I was in the kitchen. I was
it's
the
totally
guy.
a young man's profession.
Yeah. 7 o'clock, the phone rings, and the fish is bad. What do you do? Anyway.
Ugh.
So
I'm already having PTSD.
right. Yeah, I'm starting to get the heebies.
Yeah.
So my go-to fun time when we moved the restaurant from Palm Springs to Los Angeles was to go fly gliders. And this was kind of my safe place. And I'd come up here, and in the height of me flying as a John Q citizen, I'd fly maybe 3-4 times a week up here.
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny. I'd go up, take a glider up, go up really high, get a little hypoxic, come down and have to work the night shift.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're coffee guys. I go back to the restaurant, pound a couple double espressos.
Yep.
And I found out real quick that did not fix hypoxia.
No.
So anyway, God. Well, slightly hypoxic. Anyway, the place here where I was flying, that company, the owner passed away, and a group of us got together and formed the current company. And I was invited to join the board of directors, and on or about that time I said, look, we're kind of looking to sell our restaurant and kind of make a move. And they approached me, and here I am. I'm managing the place.
What was it like? Because I'm always inspired by people who don't settle. Like, you could have just been like, well, I'm in the restaurant business. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, it was very comfortable.
And I'm comfortable, and I can just keep going. But you took that leap. What was it like taking the leap from doing that to doing this?
Well, ignorance is bliss, right?
Yes.
So basically, when we were winding up the restaurant, Julie and I talked, and this would have been a dream gig, right? I get to work around airplanes, great people, an amazing locale, outdoors. 20 years in a kitchen, now I'm outdoors, and not knowing what was ahead of me kind of made me really eager to do it. And I took the plunge, and I had some good people around me kind of tutoring or mentoring, and the engineer in me just has the genetics. I know I could figure anything out, and I don't settle. I tell my nephews and people that are younger than me, you can figure it out. It just takes effort. Everything is solvable, everything. If I can go from becoming a research engineer in the microelectronics field to a chef to running a nonprofit, which happens to be a glider flight school, anything's possible.
Yeah.
So it just takes a whole lot of effort.
Right.
And tenacity. It's the pit bull mentality. You don't let go.